Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Time for another of the weekly check-ins. I put in my visa application 2 weeks ago. It takes from 2 weeks to a month to process, so I'm on the shortest amount of time right now that it could take to process, but I'm expecting it to take longer because, you know, pandemics and travel and all sorts of bad shit and things like that. I've gotten good enough to read simple Japanese news articles, like on NHK News Web Easy, which is a website that's made for young people learning the language and foreigners learning the language. It's actually kind of a really cool concept. If you're learning Japanese, go check it out. Excuse me. And I read an article that said something about restrictions on, like, entering the country getting very, very strict, and, like, not allowing all kinds of people, even for funerals and stuff. But, you know, I'm not good enough to get all the subtleties and the details, so that made me a little bit worried, and I can't find any verification on that in any other way, so I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that doesn't get in the way. Work still continues well enough, I suppose. I'm doing a bunch more retargeting. I've moved on to doing some facial stuff for background characters. Not really a whole lot of exciting there, but, you know, it's still working with rigs, it's still working with faces and getting some practice in. School starts up in next month, but I'm not, like, I have to decide where to spend my time. I could do some animation stuff to get myself all caught up again, but I also am scheduled to take the N4 test, like the JLPT N4 in July, and that kind of takes a higher priority to me. I want to get that certification so that I can, you know, just have something that says, officially, I know how to speak at least this much Japanese. Then once I get back into class, I might have to really, like, skid my wheels for a while trying to catch up. But limited time, what do you spend it on? So a lot of my time is being spent, again, still just doing, as much Japanese practice as I can do. That practice is involving a lot of reading, reading of textbooks, a lot of continuing to watch animes, and playing video games, which is also reading. It's a lot of reading. So, like I said earlier, I'm good enough to read some basic news articles right now. I'm not quite good enough to read headlines or full articles on Famitsu yet, but I'm going to use that as a high priority place to get vocab from so that I can read gaming articles on Famitsu. A lot of Tai Kim, a lot of time spent with the tutor, and I'm up to Boku no Hero Academia Season 3 now. Oh, and in case you guys didn't notice either, I'm in a new room. It's so much bigger. Oh, I can't feel behind me. I can barely touch this shelf. There's room. Like, I could fit my existing room into the space that you can't see on the camera. So I have all that, plus all that. It's so good. This is, like, actually a pretty nice little space where I could set up something that kind of looks good on camera, you know? Like, I got a wall back there. I got Ingrid hanging out. A little shelf space there now. Sure, there could be a horrible nightmare monster that comes in the door there, and I would never see it, but you all will be able to see it on the camera and be able and frantically be warning me with me not turning around, but that's very unlikely to happen, you know? I hear the Japanese horror monsters generally don't like the taste of foreigners. Oh, and I finished up Fire Emblem on the weekend, too. I finished up Blazing Sword again. It made me so happy. That game just makes me happy. Such a pure shot to my nostalgia, and I did it in another language. I'm so proud of myself. I learned so much. Whew. So, finishing stuff in a new way. And I've put maybe 4 or 5 hours into Sena Blade, and I've only reached Colony 9 and talked to about 10 people inside of it. Because I'm trying to read all the tutorials and all the dialogue, you know, for the reading practice. It's slow, as reading a JRPG in another language was bound to be, but damn it, it's going to accelerate slowly over time. Oh, and it's my birthday this week, so in 4 more days, I will be a rickety old man of 2011. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go out and have a big event of it. It's like, all the karaoke places and group gatherings are closed, as they probably should be for a while yet. It's sort of cheaper to hang out, buy some booze, chill in the living room, you know? Get some cards, throw on some music. You can all just wander to your bedrooms and sleep whenever you want to. Let me know how you guys are doing. There's still a lot of bad shit going on in the world. I'm happy for myself over here, and I'm settling well, and I've got my fingers crossed for my own situation, but I am in a more privileged position than many, and there are other voices that people should be listening to, and other causes that people could probably be donating some of their time, support, and money to. So, keep on keeping on, guys. Let me know how you're doing down in the comments, and I'll catch you again next week with whatever new news I am able to come up with from my end. Alright? Toodles.